Springbank Honey. I'm here. We've had the management agency for AFB come through and done 5 or 6 tests. 2 of them came up as AFB. The ones in the far right and the other shed there didn't have any AFB around the back, but they came up and said they had 2 tests that came through. One for in this bay that came out, one test, composite test came up as AFB, and one had 2,000 cells and this one as AFB. As you can see, we have thousands of boxes in here. Some of them are brand new, e.g. we've got the brand new foundation that was made at 2022, never been on a beehive, brand new gear. We made it up ready for expanding our hive numbers, but we had a flood. Thanks to QBE, we have yet to receive money for that, so we've yet to expand. But you can see in here, we've got all sorts. That bay here, they said, oh, that one bay's fine. How can that bay be fine, but this one has to be burnt? At the back there, you've got more. There's about another 2,000 or 3,000 brand new boxes in the back there that we had delivered, kangaroo boxes from China. As you can see, they're wrapped, labelled where they come from. They come from all different sites. And they checked 2 ones down from some dead out hives, which probably do have a higher level of AFB. We had a lot of beekeepers walk away from their hives near our wintering sites. About 2 years ago, we used to be AFB free, and since then they infected our hives. We knew from there's been about 40 reports from an agency that there's hives near us with AFB, and guess what? We knew this autumn we'd have AFB turn up. It did, and now because of that they have required that we have 7 days to burn all these hives. If they don't, I face $100,000 fine, imprisonment. And if you look at the act, they changed 12 years ago they changed the rules so that you don't have any justified for not doing the order. If you breach the order, even if you're justified, you'll still get prosecuted. There's a friend of ours who's been on the beekeeping executive for years, and he's now 70. He's had 0 AFB. They checked his hives and they found 0 AFB. They also required him to go into his shed. They've told us that they're going into 1 a week and doing exactly that. He got done because he helped a girl who they went and burnt all her hives, even though they hadn't checked them all, and all her boxes out of her shed, even though quite a few of them were still brand new, and they burnt the whole lot. This is now what's happening in New Zealand. They've got some new people in charge. They're not elected. They do not pay any compensation. And if you break, you have 7 days to comply with any of their orders. If you don't comply, then they will prosecute you under the Biosecurity Act in New Zealand. And it's not whether you are right or wrong. They only care, did you comply with the Biosecurity Act? So we're about to burn about $1 million to $2 million worth of boxes and gear. And if I don't, I could go to prison. We sell about $10 million worth of Manuka honey a year overseas, and which we buy in from all over New Zealand, and we do ourselves. We're in organic beekeeping. Behind you can see we have all our trucks here ready to take the boxes down to the burning pit to burn them all, which we'll show you later. But if I don't comply with the order, I will be going to prison or fined, and if I don't breach it. So we are advise that we have to go through with it, and then we will be able to try and sue them later. But this is what's happening in New Zealand. They could use a vaccine to try and treat. They've had New Zealand, because of the Manuka boom, and now the numbers have crashed again. They've got about 500,000 abandoned beehives, and they've got a massive AFB problem. So instead of going after and fixing the abandoned hives like we had with us, we had 40 abandoned hives next to one of our wintering sites with 200 hives or 300 hives on it, and our hives robbed out 40 AFB hives, which, as you know, suddenly gives you an AFB spike. But suddenly now we are going to be dealing with burning 2/3 of our outfit, and so yeah, we're absolutely devastated. My kids are in tears. There is nothing I can do about it, and I'd love some support from people out there to help us and to help us fight the people who are doing it. This shouldn't be allowed to happen to people. We're wondering about whether we just leave New Zealand and go to Australia. Why stay? If we were in Australia, this wouldn't be happening, and we didn't believe this should happen here, but there's no one to contact. We've contacted the the ministers of our area, the MPs. We can't see them for over another month. By that time we'll be in breach of the biosecurity, and then they'll charge me with not complying with their orders. They're coming out on Monday to check that I've done finished. So here we are on the weekend after working a week to burn our outfit. Please help us.